Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Bigfoot01 Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode number 5 of winning a natty with every team. So far we've done 4 episodes. So far Tulane's number 1 with 6 seasons. Old Dominion's number 2 with 13. Number 3 is Bowling Green with 14, and North Texas is number 4 with 16. So far North Texas is on the outside. Not going to be in the top 3, obviously. But, other than that, but now, new episode. That means we need a team. So, first things first, we're going to spin this wheel. See who we get. And it is going to be, looks like Duke. This one's going to be a harder one, too. So, we do get Duke. So, obviously, we're going to go ahead and get this going. You get to the right screen. There we go. All right, so Duke, I believe is in the ACC, and they are a 2-star prestige, only an 81 overall. We are going to be, of course, head coach and pick Ray Park, who's a program builder. Had a very good season 2013 and 2014 and 15. Decent in 18 and kind of decent the last 2 years with 9-4 and 8-5. We'll kind of see. What's that, a 5-year contract, and the goal is to make a bowl game. We're an 81 overall, so it'll be a tougher season. Plus, I'm back on single player. They did update the game to where everything is now fixed, so we're good. We can now be back to here. I guess we can take a look at this team, see what this team really needs as well. So far, I already noticed that we have a senior wide receiver at 86 overall. We also have a junior corner with 95 speeds. That'll be tough because he's gonna be leaving here. Senior halfback. We do have a sophomore quarterback at 81 overall. Can he improve anymore? He's a 4-star, and he can very much improve. So he'll be with us for at least 2 seasons. He does have a deal breaker playing time, but he's gonna be starting every time. Loftus does have brand exposure, and he's he was a 3-star quarterback. He can improve as well. He might be redshirted this year. I don't know. I like to keep 3 quarterbacks. Halfbacks. 75s, we could look at getting another halfback. Wide receiver, we desperately need wide receivers. We have a lot of seniors leaving. The freshmen really aren't the greatest, although they're all pretty fast. So that's really decent. Tight end, I guess we're okay. We have a young tight end core. Left tackle, could probably use some O-line. Could desperately use some O-line. Probably could use some defensive line. Other than defensive tackle looks okay. Could use some linebackers. I feel like this is for everybody. Corners, we have a lot of freshman corners. Look how many freshman corners we have. Why do we have so many freshman corners? I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. Maybe we don't need a corner. Free safety looks very good. Multiple freshmen at free safety. Strong safety, I mean, we can move a free safety to strong safety next season. And kicker and punter are both good. We probably could get a better one, but... yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up the recruiting board. Schedule, again, we're not going to touch, but we will look at it. FCS, Northwestern, UConn, Middle Tennessee State. Then we get in the ACC play, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, Florida State, SMU, Miami, NC State, Virginia Tech, and Wake Forest. There's going to be a tough rebuild because we're an 81 overall. So hopefully we can do a little bit better than normal. So, anywho, I'm going to set up the recruiting board, and I'll see you guys at the end of season 1. So here we are at the end of season number 1. We go 6-6, which isn't too bad for Duke, in my opinion. We started off very, very well, winning our first 3 games over FCS East, Northwestern, and UConn, then losing a close game to Middle Tennessee State and North Carolina. We then beat Georgia Tech, who I believe was unranked at the time we played them. We lost to Florida State. We beat SMU. We did lose to Miami and NC State and West Virginia, or Virginia Tech. I'm sorry, not West Virginia. They're in the Big 12. But we did beat Wake Forest at the end of the season to go 6-6. But to go only 3-5 in the conference, that was much expected, especially with how tough the ACC is, especially now. After a couple teams got added and everything. So, tough season. Miami and looks like Clemson are probably going to be a part of that ACC championship game. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, simulate the end of season recap like we always do. Again, let's see if Duke can complete winning a Natty within 6 seasons to beat Tulane. Tulane was just unbelievable, like unbelievable runs as well, like multiple college football playoffs. And yeah, same thing with like I think North Texas also was like constant as well, but they weren't. We never really got done. But we did go up at a star prestige. We're now a 3-star prestige. So that's very, very nice. And yeah, it looks like Utah won it all. That's kind of surprising. Usually it's Oregon that wins it all, but no, Ohio State upset them. Liberty actually went pretty far. Texas State, LSU, Oklahoma, Ohio State, Texas A&M, Michigan, Miami, Tennessee, with Bama, Utah, Oregon, and Liberty getting the automatic bids for being the conference champions, like one of the top conference champions. And then Texas State was the G5. It looks like that got in along with Liberty. Liberty already usually does pretty well in year number 1, but it's kind of surprised Utah wins it all. Usually it's not Utah. Usually it's Oregon. So all in all, a pretty good season number 1. It is on to season number 2. So here we are in season number 2 here with Duke. We go a terrible 4-8 overall. We won our first 2 games against James Madison, Illinois. We lose terribly to Tulane and Wake Forest and West Virginia. Like after our first 2 wins, let me just say we lose a ton of games. We lose 7 of our next 8, or I guess 7 of our next 9 games after winning the first 2 games. So, or I guess no, that'd be 8 of our next 10. Yeah, we lost 8 of our next 10 after, I mean, you can even say 8 of the next 9 after even beating Florida or California 41-28. Lost to Syracuse, lost to Georgia Tech, lost to UConn, lost to Clemson, lost to North Carolina. We beat NC State. We did nice, but losing to Wake Forest and Virginia kind of sucks. But yeah, 4-8, we're definitely going to be losing one of our star ratings too this week. So it's just unfortunate, especially with season number 2 not being anything progressive wise for us. We just go into being kind of neutral and even going down compared to trying to continue going up like we were last season, especially at a solid season going up a star as well. So unfortunate, but yeah, Coach Prestige down to a D+. Coach Stability is down to a D as well, so not great. We only have a couple people wanting to transfer as well. But it looks like Georgia over North Texas in the college football playoff, with Kansas State, Florida State, USC, Tennessee, Colorado, Michigan, Arkansas, and Texas A&M all making it with an automatic bid for Kansas State, along with Georgia, Oregon, North Texas, and Miami all making the automatic bids. And North Texas beating Michigan, beating Arkansas, and just getting pummeled by Georgia. That's not surprising. Yeah, not a great season in season number 2, but it's on season number 3. And here we are in season number 3. We go another 4-8 season. Not great so far here for Duke. In 3 seasons and only 1 winning season, or not even a winning season. It was a 500 season. I knew this one was going to be kind of difficult, especially in the ACC. I didn't expect it to be this difficult, though. We won our first game against Tulane, then lose 3 straight to Illinois, Kennesaw State, and North Carolina. And then we win 2 in a row to beat Stanford and West Virginia to go 500 on the season. And then we lose 5 in a row to Virginia, NC State, UConn, Georgia Tech, and Clemson. Barely losing to Clemson as well. But then beating a ranked Boston College, which was kind of weird that we pulled off an upset win over Boston College, which is nice. But again, going 4-8 and 3-5 in the conference is not going to get you where you want to be. So, again, what we're going to do, simulate to the end of season recap, see how teams have done, and of course, check the college football playoff like normal, and go from there. This, we didn't really spend too much time on recruiting. We don't really have that many people leaving us, too. So we just try to sign a bunch of 4 and 5 stars, which we did. We did sign a couple. Not too many, though. Not what I wanted. We actually did go up a half a star, which is kind of weird because we went 4 and 8. But I'm not going to complain. That's more hours, Looks like Oregon wins it over USC, so they finally win it. Again, usually they were like one of the first ones to win it. Nevada gets an automatic qualifier along with USC, Iowa State, Florida State, and North Texas, with South Carolina, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Arizona State, Oregon, Kansas State, all making it as well. A lot of 4-loss teams as well still from this latest title update. There's a lot more four losses teams, but then again, I don't think I've seen. Of course, they're 4 losses just because they make it with 4 losses either, or they would have their 4th loss in the college football playoff. So I mean, I'm not going to complain too much about it, but anywho, that's it for season number 3. It's on to season number 4, and hopefully we can have a winning season for the first time. And here we are in year number 4. It was another terrible season here for Duke. We won our first 2 games against Wake Forest and FCS East, and then we had some tough opponents: Florida, Notre Dame, Utah State, and Miami. We ended up beating NC State, but then losing to Louisville, North Carolina, Stanford, Florida State, and Pittsburgh. So we go up 3-9 on the season. Not the best. Not the best at all. At all. So that now puts us at another season of being under 500. We've only had 1 good season so far. 1. That's when we went 6-6. Not the best. So, again, we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of season recap. Kind of see who makes the college football playoff. Who, of course, wins the national championship. Because we don't want to miss that either. So, honestly, let's find out who wins it. So, of course, simulating through bowl season. Of course, we didn't make a bowl game. I don't think we've made a bowl game at all yet. So, hopefully next season will be the first time we make a bowl game. Hopefully. Coach stability's down. Coach prestige is down. That's not great. I mean, we did just go 3-9 on the season. But it looks like Washington over Kansas State wins it all. Yes, they did. With Nevada, Alabama, Wisconsin, Baylor, and Stanford getting the automatic bids. Kansas blew them out of the water. My goodness. And Kansas State barely beat Tennessee. A lot of close games. Washington blew out Georgia. Kind of surprising. And then some closer games. Iowa blew out Baylor. Then they only scored 9 points against Kansas State. That's kind of wild. But yeah, that was the college football playoff here in 2027. So hopefully one of these years we can finally win or get a winning season and move on from there. But yeah, end of season number 4. It's on to season number 5. And here we are in season number 5 here with Duke. We go 11-1, 7-1 the conference. Only loss came against Miami. We lost 38-16. We faced them here in the conference championship game. We beat Boston College, beat NC State, who's ranked 6th. We beat North Carolina. We've actually had some very good wins. Western Kentucky, TCU, Temple. We shut out FCS Southeast. Beat Virginia by only 3. North Carolina by 3. Georgia Tech by 4. Wake Forest by 3. A lot of close wins. So hopefully we can get another win here against Miami. To be honest, I think if we win this game, we get a first-round bye for the college football playoff. We got 1,300 XP. I don't know if that means a win. We did win. We went 12-1. We do beat Miami. So now, all of a sudden, we get a first-round bye. We were our ACC champions, going 12-1 on the season, which is very, very nice. Kobe Smith had 3 sacks on the night, the senior left end. Josh Addington also wins Player of the Week as a sophomore. He threw 1 pick and only had 1 touchdown. I guess there wasn't really much offense in that game. Actually, let's check the score of that game. What was the score of this game? It was 41-10. Hello? What happened? He had 2 rushing touchdowns. That makes sense. Okay. I was like, he only has 1 passing touchdown. How in the world do we have 41 points? That is why. All right. So, now, let's go ahead and advance the week. We obviously have a first-round bye in the college football playoff. We'll check the bracket here in just a second, so we have the for sure bracket here. We also won Oh, we got a coordinator of the year, so that's nice. He's probably going to be gone then after this. Eric Griffin wins the Heisman, 4,200 passing yards. And yeah, so let's check the bracket. So right now, we have the 2. UCF, LSU, Kansas, Louisville, Clemson, USC, Missouri, and NC State, with us, Auburn, Oregon, and UTEP all getting it. So we actually knocked Miami out of it, because Miami was there, I think, because they only had 2 losses. But yeah, they are officially out of it. So we win here. We face the winner. We face the winner of Missouri and NC State. Both tough matchups too. So let's move on to bowl week number 2, and let's see who we are playing in week number 2 here in season number 5 with Duke. When we have to face our ACC rival of NC State. So this is going to be fun. They're 11-2. We are 12-1. We're an 85 overall. They're an 81. So, in theory, if it goes by paper, we should win this. But all in all, who knows? So, here we go. Orange Bowl time. Here, Duke, NC State. Of course, obviously, we are just going to go quarter by quarter. Their first drive ends in 3. Our ends in a punt. And it's 10-0 early in this game. So we got to find something on offense. Can't find it. Nothing going. We finally do something, and it's missed. And we don't score there. It's halftime. It's 10-0. There we go. It's 10-7. Now 10-10. We end up getting back-to-back scoring drives. And now we go 1 by 1. 3rd down and 2. They get a big rush, and they get in for 6. It's now 17-10. And the offense has to punt. And NC State will punt as well. So starting at our own 10-yard line with only 3 minutes to go. Big run there from Mohammed all the way. The 60-yard rush for 22 yards. Or to the 22. And that passing touchdown to tie the game with 2:40 to go. Please just don't go into overtime. That's all I want. They have to punt. So all of a sudden, we just need to get into field goal range with 2 timeouts left. Minute 49 for 5 yards. Then for 4 or 3. A passing for a first down for Booker. 6-yard catch. Nothing doing on 2nd down. A drop pass and then another drop pass. And we have to punt. 59 seconds. 40 seconds. They have to punt. I think we're just going to run out the clock and go into overtime. We're going to start with ball first. They get a 15-yard penalty early. We get a touchdown. And all of a sudden, we just need to stop. 3rd down and 11. 4th down and 2. They don't get it, and Duke moves on. We get a lucky win against NC State in the Orange Bowl. Another close. Can I stop having these close games? Every time I simulate in these types of college football playoffs, we barely win. There's been a couple games where we've blown people out. Granted. But with Duke, we've had way too many close games, especially this season. So we win the Orange Bowl. So now, it's time to move on to next week. Let's see who we're facing. Philip Lord also commits. We got a 4-star halfback, so that's cool. It was either us or Southern Miss. We're facing Auburn. This will be a tough matchup. A very, very tough matchup here against Auburn in the Peach Bowl. Let's see the bracket now, because we're now into the Final Four with LSU, Oregon, Auburn, and Duke. So the top 4 teams have all made it. Let's see if we can get another win. Auburn is a 88 overall. This will be a lot tougher game, I think, for us compared to last game against NC State. I would love a win. Let's see if we can get it. Here in the Peach Bowl. Need a win to move on to the championship for the first time with Duke. Go quarter by quarter. So far, nothing doing by both offenses. Just a lot of punts in the first quarter. 0s after 1. Still 0s into the second quarter. We finally put up 6 and missed the extra point, and at half, we're up 6-0. I think we start with ball. No, Auburn does. But they don't do anything. Defense has played out of their minds. They finally get a touchdown late in the third quarter. Now we're going into the fourth. Down by 1. And we don't do anything. We're going to have to punt. But Auburn, after a penalty, will also have to punt. Oh, he missed a 63. They went for a 63-yard field goal. All we now need to do is get in the field goal range, and we are just getting 2 yards at a time. We're going to have to punt again, and they get a touchdown to go up by 8. That's a big gain. 34 on the run by the quarterback. 4th down and 2. We go for it. We get it. Why are we just running the ball constantly? 4th and inches. We're going to have to go for it. We get it. 1st down and goal. And we get the touchdown, but we missed the 2-point conversion, so we're down by 2, and we're going to have the ball back. 13-yard reception for Booker. A big reception there from Humphrey. All we need to do is get in the field goal range, and we're in field goal range right now. Gain of 4. We go backwards off of a sack, and then rush for 2. 4th down, 11, and we get a holding call. And we rush for a yard. They'll just take knees. And that holding call has costed us the season. We lose 14-12. The defense did their job, holding Auburn to 14 points. The offense did not do their job at all. Only scoring 12 points in this game. Just absolutely terrible. I don't think we lost anybody for our staff. No, we're good. Yeah, just unfortunate. Well, we're going to simulate 2 weeks to go to the end of season recap here. See kind of what's happened with the national championship. Who won it, of course, we'll always see. And it looks like Oregon beats Auburn 31-27. So Oregon scored 31 points in almost every game. Look at that Kansas-Louisville game, 39-37. LSU won 36-35. A lot of close games other than the NC State-Missouri game. My goodness. But yeah, an unfortunate end to season number 5. It's going to be on to season number 6. And here we are in season number 6 with Duke. We go 10-2. We're also ranked number 1. We lost to Missouri and Middle Tennessee State. Granted, Middle Tennessee is now ranked. They were ranked at the time we played them. I think they were 3-0 when the time we played them, or 2-0. But we lost to Mizzou, who was ranked. We beat TCU, who was not ranked. But we beat UConn. Then we go on a big winning streak after those 2 losses. We win 9 games in a row. Beat UConn, beat Wake Forest, beat a ranked Stanford, beat a ranked NC State. We barely beat Pittsburgh. We destroyed Virginia Tech. We beat a ranked North Carolina. We beat Louisville. We beat a ranked California. Team's been through a lot. We're an 89 overall, so honestly, pretty decent. And now we get Clemson. I am hoping that we beat Clemson. That's all I got to hope for. If we beat Clemson, we have another bye. We got 1,000 XP. Again, don't know if that means we got the upgrade. We did win the ACC. So there's my answer. We win the ACC. Zamora wins Player of the Week. This guy's been going off. So I don't know. We actually dropped to number 2 in the top 25. I don't know who's number 1. Wisconsin. They beat Michigan. That's fair. They also went undefeated. So with that, more than likely we are going to have a bye, and we will. It looks like we'll face the winner of NC State and Oregon. Hopefully we don't have to play Oregon. That'd be nice, but who knows what can happen here in 2 weeks once we simulate here. I'm hoping that, 8,400 points. My goodness. I will say we did get like one of the best recruiting classes in the nation. Anthony Humphrey wins the Heisman Trophy. I think we still have one more season with our quarterback as well. We are going to be missing out a lot of decent seniors. Left end of Schuster, our running back who's a 96, and our middle linebacker is an 89, and a right end who's 88. But we still have Addington for another season. He's an 87. It seems very, very good. Probably an 80. Wow, when we dropped down to an 86, what happened? We were just an 89 overall. Did someone leave? No. I don't know why this guy's a B. for whatever reason. Anyways, we're not gonna worry too much about it. Anyway, we do get a bye week in the bowl. So who will be playing against? We got 15 random experience points. We are facing Oregon. This is the one team I didn't want to face, but we're gonna have to face them. They're 9-4 in the Cotton Bowl here. They're an 89 overall. This team's gonna be it's gonna be a tough game here. But a second year in the college football playoff here with Duke, after some terrible first 3 seasons. Next couple seasons, we've actually done pretty well. So, hopefully this year we can get past the semifinal round and into the national championship. But of course, first we have to beat Oregon. Can we do it? We're gonna go just straight to the end of the game. So far, defense allows a touchdown, but we get one right back. And we put up a field goal to go up by 3, but it's 14-10, and now 17-14, now 24-14, and just before half they put up a field goal. Now it's 30-24. We just need something. Hold on, fourth quarter. After a 5-yard penalty, we get a pass for 4. Now a first down with 5:24. Why these games always got to be close? 3rd down and 3. We're 4th down and 1, and we kicked a field goal to go up by 2. But on 4th down, they're going to have to punt, and a terrible punt as well. 7-yard rush by our quarterback. LeBourne gets a rush. We go backwards 2. We go forward for 3. Now 1st and goal with LeBourne getting a 13-yard reception. 2nd down and goal. And we score a touchdown to go up 2 scores. It's a 9-point game with 2 minutes to go. All the defense got to do is hold for a little bit, but they give up a touchdown on 3 plays. Now all we got to do is hold on the ball for a little bit. 3-yard rush, 3-yard rush, 3-yard rush. Just like that, we're going to have to punt the ball back. 5-yard penalty on the defense, a huge play. They just got to get into field goal range. It's 3rd down and 7, and they're in field goal range. They get a field goal to make it 41-40. Now we got to go down. We have all 3 of our timeouts. 4th down and 8, we don't get it, and we're going to be one and done. We lose to Oregon 41-40 because we missed an extra point in this game, and that's the difference. That's the difference in this game is an extra point. That is unbelievable. 41-40 loss. And we actually did lose one of our staff members, so we are going to have to sign somebody. Are you okay? What are you? Hopefully we can sign some of these guys. This is probably Bob Sisk. Welcome to the team. Yeah, that's rough. A 1-point loss to Oregon, which we had the game as well. We were winning for most of the game too. And yeah, not just, it's unfortunate. We'll see who wins the national championship again. Another fail of a season because we can't win the Natty here with Duke. So it looks like we're going to have to be going to year number 7. We get A's and pro potential and coachability. You also can move up to a 4.5-star prestige as well. It looks like Wisconsin won it all. Oops, I didn't want award winners. I wanted the bracket. Oregon would lose to Stanford. Wisconsin then beat Stanford. So TCU actually went pretty far. They beat North Carolina, then they destroyed LSU. And then lost to Wisconsin, who has ended up being the winner, going 16-0 on the season. So year number 6 is unfortunately a loss in the first round. It's on to year number 7. And here we are in season number 7. We go 11-1 on the season. Another good season from Duke. Again, 89 overall. We've actually built a pretty good roster here. We're also up to a 4.5-star prestige with Duke. And this season wasn't you know, the easiest. I mean, Notre Dame we beat by 7. They're ranked 4th. Granted, you know, this season was better than other ones. I mean, Wake Forest was bad, NC State was bad, Florida State was bad, SMU was bad, Virginia Tech was bad, Mississippi State was bad. Of course, UConn, you know, is UConn. But we did lose to Georgia Tech, who was 8-4, which is probably one of the better teams, and we barely beat Miami, 26-24. But it's just the big game against Stanford. If we win, we move on to get a bye in the college football playoff. If we lose, we're probably looking at playing in the first round. So far, we made the semifinals and got bounced in the quarterfinals. Let's see if we can actually win this game. It will show up pretty much now if we did, and it looks like we did. We are ACC champions again for the third year in a row here with Duke. Zamora got the player of the week. I don't know how he did, but he did. So we're just not going to talk about it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but Sakeem wins the Heisman. Zamora wins best receiver of the award. Yeah, he was going off again this year, so he might be our best wide receiver from now on. Bob Gilmore gets the best punter. Look at that. We get a best punter award. But yeah, again, we get a first round bye. We actually, on the number 1 seed, we'll face the winner of Michigan and Penn State, which will be a tough matchup for either or who we play against. Hopefully, we can have a decent matchup, and hopefully we can win and go on to the semifinals. That would be very, very nice. So let's see. We do face Michigan, who is the 9th overall seed in this with the Peach Bowl. Let's see what we're at now, because we were in 89 and we are now in 88. So they're only in 89. We're not too far off here between these two. So let's see how we can do. I would love to get a win and go on to the semifinals and then play the winner of Toledo and whoever was up there as well. Here for the Peach Bowl, Michigan versus Duke. Let's see if we can finally win it on year number 7. I think this is year 7. Oh, no, it'll be on the screen at some point. We'll go quarter by quarter. We put up a touchdown early on. They put up 2 straight field goals to make it 7-6, so we still have a 1-point lead. We kick it, and then we get another touchdown, 14-6. They get another field goal to go up 14-9 going into halftime. Let's simulate the third quarter. They don't do anything. We get a field goal, and then we get a touchdown to make it 24-9, and looks like we are going to be, I don't know, it is still the fourth quarter, so who knows. They get a penalty. They get a first down. Michigan will get their first touchdown of the game to make it 24-16, so it's still an 8-point game. All we got to do is hold on the ball, and we have to punt it away pretty much almost instantly. As I say, we got to keep the ball. And they don't get it. They go for it on 4th down. They don't get it. So now we just have to hold on the ball. Just hold on the ball, get first downs. And unfortunately, we have to punt the ball away. So Michigan has another chance. Minute 10 to go. 3rd down, 8. 4th down and 8. It's going to be intercepted. And that will go ahead and pretty much almost put the bow on the game. We need it out. And we officially beat Michigan to win the Peach Bowl. We win by 8, 24-16. Remember, we lost barely by 1 point last year to move on to the semifinal game. This time we make a semifinal game here with Duke. So let's see how we can do here in this college football playoff run. Quarterfinal is officially done. Now it's on the semifinal game. Let's see who will be playing in the semifinal game here after simulating this week. And we are facing Auburn, so it looks like Auburn gets a little win there. They're the 2nd-ranked team. They're 14-1. How in the world are these guys up here? How in the world do they get the 5 seed? Did they not win their tournament? Wild. Huh. Okay. I guess they didn't win their tournament. Yeah, so we're going to have to face Auburn. This is a tough matchup. Not what I wanted here if we wanted to make a national title game, because Auburn is an 87 overall. We're an 88, so technically we are the better team on paper, but who knows? We all have the same offense. We're better overall, and we have the better defense. Hopefully it can show in this game as well. Semifinal game against Auburn. Here we go. Let's see how we can do. Can we get the win? Go quarter by quarter, just like always. First drive, couple of drives ends up nothing. We 14-0 early here after 1, and I believe we still have the ball. Now it's 17-0. Auburn gets their first points. Now they all of a sudden own the second quarter, and they take a lead, 21-17 at the half. It was 17 straight, then 21 straight. This time we put up a touchdown to go up 24-21. They put up another one, 28-24 going into the fourth quarter. And we have to punt it away to start the fourth quarter, but they don't do anything. And we're going to have some good field position to at least hopefully make this a 1-point game, and we have to punt it away. And Auburn takes an 11-point lead, and just like that, Auburn is going to take a huge lead, and they win again. Again, we just can't. We lose by 18. We can't do anything against Auburn. Unfortunate. Another unfortunate season here for Duke. Cannot find a way to get a win in the college football playoff. We do well in regular season, but can't win the big games. Second time in the semifinals we get there and we lose. Just unfortunate. Pro potential is down to a B+. Conference prestige is down. Coach prestige is there, though. I like how we lost half of a star, even though we beat the semifinal, but it's fine. Auburn ends up winning it all over Washington. So Washington does make it on the other side. They beat Utah State. I wish I was on the other side. Beat Stanford. We would have to beat Utah State, and then would have to face Auburn. We'd have to face Auburn again. Hopefully, would have been a better option there. But yeah, end of season number 7. On season number 8. And here we are in season number 8 here with the Duke Blue Devils. We go 10-2. We are ranked 4th. Our only losses came against LSU and Illinois. LSU was a very close game. They were ranked at the time as well. Illinois was not. And we lost to them pretty handily. Then, after that, we beat UMass, who apparently is ranked. I don't think they were ranked when we played them. But then we kind of went on a tear in the ACC, beating North Carolina. Then kind of an easy schedule with NC State, Clemson, Georgia Tech, Syracuse, and Cal. Barely beating Cal, though, and Syracuse. The only real big win was against Georgia Tech. We're 91 overall. We're facing Stanford, who went 7-1 in the conference. We did not play them. We played them last year, and we won. So I'm hoping we have that same success as last season. But you never know. We get a punter. That's cool. We also got a right tackle. So that's nice. We won. So we are 11-2. That means we did win the conference championship again for, I believe, the 3rd straight season here with Duke for the ACC. Garrison Stanford wins the Heisman for Texas. We got another Best Punter award, and he's a junior. So there is that. I'm surprised we're getting Best Punter awards. But we did. We're now the number 1 team at 12 or 11-2. What was the score? 28-23 over Stanford. Wow. Okay, that's a good win. We're now level 50 as well, so we can't even upgrade anymore, which is unfortunate. But taking a look at the bracket, let's see what we got, because we're going to be facing the winner of the 8 and 9, which is Oregon and Washington. Middle Tennessee State, who I've seen a lot lately as well, has gone through lately. But TCU, Duke, Auburn, and USC. So Middle Tennessee is the G5 that went in. So hopefully we do not face Oregon. That's my only hope. I really don't want to face Oregon. Again, we're an 88 overall now. We were an 89. We do have to face Oregon. Great. That's not the one. That's the one team I didn't want. Let's see if season number 8 is going to be the time to win it. We're the better defensive team, but they are the better overall team with an 89 offense and defense. And 89 overall. We have an 87 offense. But we do, again, have the better defense. So hopefully the defense can do their job and the offense can put up points in this game. We got another Orange Bowl here. And hopefully we can get the win. Quarter by quarter, we put up 7 to begin the game. That's a great start. We put up 2 touchdown drives to begin the game in the first quarter. That is an excellent start to this Orange Bowl against Oregon. Defense is doing their job, forcing punts as well. I don't think they've had anything on our side of the field so far in the first half. They finally put up a score in the start the second half, as I say that. But going to the fourth quarter, 14-7 lead. Oregon has the ball, and they don't do anything. They got to punt. So we can have a chance to go up 2 scores. But unfortunately, we get 1 yard and then punt the ball away. So Oregon is going to have the ball again. But again, the defense makes another stop. If just the offense could do something. 4th down and 7. We're going to punt again. And the defense allows a 62-yard run. And just like that, we are tied. The offense had the chance of doing something. But unfortunately, now we're tied, and we need to get into field goal range to at least get this game for a win. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen because Oregon's going to go down and kick a field goal with 70 seconds to go. Now the offense gets a good play, and now another one. We're at the 34-yard line. We are in field goal range. We could have a touchdown here to win it. 3rd down and 2. 4th down in inches. We're going to have to take the 3, and we're going to go into overtime. Oregon's going to start with ball, and they're going to kick a field goal. So all we need is a touchdown, which, of course, we can't get, so we kick a field goal. And on 4th down, we're going to kick another field goal, so the defense has to stop them, and they are not going to. And Oregon beats us in overtime, 26-23. I don't know what's up with Duke, man. We're so good in the regular season, but then we choke every time we're in the playoffs. Just unfortunate. That's, I think, 4 seasons in a row where we've had good seasons with this team. And yeah, 13-2, 11-3, 13-2, and 11-3. The last 4 seasons after going 6-6, 4-8, 4-8, and 3-9. I don't know. I just don't know what to do with this team. Unfortunately, season 8's done. It's on to season number 9. No, I totally, as soon as I said that, I totally forgot, because we need to simulate to see who the national champion is. Oops. I'm just kind of upset that we can't make the national championship with Duke. So there's that. Looks like Texas beat Auburn to win it all in the bracket. Yeah, Texas beat Oregon, and Texas beat Auburn. So, unfortunately, another fail of a season. But yeah, again, season 8's done. On to season number 9. All right, here we are in season number 9. We went 11-1 here in the ACC championship game again. This time facing Clemson. And our only loss came against Clemson. 28-21. We kind of had a very good season. We beat Georgia Tech. We beat up on NC State. We barely beat Wake Forest. And we beat Virginia pretty handily. We beat App State by 7. We beat Auburn by 3. We destroyed FCS in our first game of the season. We beat Stanford, who was ranked. I believe North Carolina was ranked at the time we played them. Virginia was definitely ranked. Clemson was ranked. So we've had a very tough schedule coming into today. Really only 2 easy games of Wake Forest, Boston College, and of course, FCS. I believe also Auburn was ranked first when we played them. They're 8-4, so they ain't making the college football playoff. So that might mean our kryptonite is not making it. But all in all, if we win, we get a bye. If we don't, we're playing first round. More than likely, we're playing first round. I do not see us, not getting there. And we lost again. We go 11-2. Our only 2 losses came to Clemson, of all teams. I'll be very, very surprised if we get booted out of the college football playoff with only 2 losses. Matt Weinstein wins the Heisman. And we are in the college football playoff against Penn State. This is not what I really wanted in round 1. This is not really what I wanted in round 1. Taking a look, Tennessee, Illinois, Penn State, us, TCU, UMass, Nebraska, Washington with Clemson, Miami, Michigan, and Sam Houston. I was kind of hoping to get the 3 or maybe even the 16. But that would have to be 16 or the 12th, I believe, is like the 4th best conference record. But 2 G5 or 3. Well, I don't think UMass is technically qualified as a G5. But Miami and Sam Houston are. And they are the 2 G5s. Had a very good season, 13-0 and 12-1 on the season. So pretty good season from them. But yeah, it's time to play Penn State. This is going to be tough here in season number 9. Hopefully we can get the win. I mean, we're both 89 overalls. They have the better offense, but we have the way better defense. We have a 92 overall defense. We need a win. Advance to face Michigan, which is probably an even tougher challenge that we do not want to have. But, here we are because we lost 2 games against Clemson in the season and in the ACC championship game. So, yeah, Duke, Penn State, here we go. Let's see what we can do. I probably forgot to go quarter by quarter. You know what? Let's do that. They get a field goal in the first quarter. And our offense really hasn't done anything so far in this game, which isn't great. But now we put up a field goal as I say that. And still 3-3, and now 10-3 Penn State at half. And they start with ball to begin the second half. They don't do anything. We don't do anything. And it looks like maybe another season that's unfortunately going to go down the drain. 3rd down and 6. They get a first down. 3rd down, 6 again. Another first down. And they get a touchdown. It's 17-3. It's just, I don't know what's wrong with this offense. They just can't do anything. This is another game that we lost, unfortunately. Penn State wins 24-3. Every single year we've had with Duke, our offense just sputters in the college football playoff bracket. And it's just, I don't know what to do. It is what it is. I mean, we have an 8-9 overall team. And we're beating ACC play. Just don't know. Do not know, unfortunately. Assuming past national championship here in season number 9, coach stability goes down to a B. Did that mean we signed somebody? We had to have. Look at TCU wins it all over Illinois. That's kind of a surprising one. Didn't think Illinois was going to make it, but then again, they probably had the easiest way. They destroyed Penn State 38-7. And TCU probably had the easiest way, to be honest. I mean, yeah, they faced Clemson. But all in all, that's the end of season number 9. It's on to season number 10. And here we are in season number 10. We go 11-1, another great season again in the regular season. We had some great wins. We had some close wins. We had a close loss against Louisville. But yeah, another big win, a close win. Decent win, close win, close win, close win. And now we face Boston College. A win here puts us with a bye. A loss puts us playing in the first round. We need a win. We desperately need a win because A, this team is probably the best team I've ever had so far. We're at 93 overall with a 95 defense. And we have so many sophomores at 90 overall. Same with seniors and one junior. So, like, we shouldn't lose. But then again, we've lost a game randomly. So, I don't know. But we will see. We got 2,000 XP. And we won. So we did win the ACC. So that means we get a first round bye, which is fantastic. Is this final? This dude threw 5 touchdowns. All right. Nice. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see there. What was the score? The score was 42-21. Solid. We like that. We like to take that all day long. So that means first round bye. Going into... Just gotta win. Just please. We're on season 10. We've been through... I think Maurice Dreyer wins the Heisman with 4,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns. Like... We have had very good seasons the last 5 seasons, especially from 2028 on, having 10-win seasons and not even getting close to the college football or national championship. I mean, this is, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 12-1. So, please just, whoever we're playing next week, just gotta win. Just please. Who are we playing? We're facing Nebraska. I feel like this should be an easier win. I don't know why. Who are we supposed to face? Notre Dame or Nebraska? We already beat Notre Dame. If we win, we'd play the winner of Middle Tennessee State and Texas. Apparently, Middle Tennessee State's a fucking powerhouse right now in the G5. Jim, here we go. Verbo Fiesta Bowl. They're at 89. We're at 92. Please, for the love of God, win. Win the game. Win the game. We're in double digits here with Duke. Let's see if we can get the win here on Nebraska. with a better overall team. First quarter. So far, nothing for both sides. That's a big first down, or big offensive drive. I think a one-play touchdown. Now we put up another. It's 14-3. Another stop by the defense and another touchdown. 28 to... Oh, God, it's 28-3. Don't look now, Atlanta. Now 28-10. Oh, please, God, no. Please, God, no. Don't. We have the ball. That's a first down, thank goodness. 28-17 after starting off 28-3. Now it's 35-17. That's pretty much, I think, the dagger. Yep. We're going to get the ball back here. We're just going to run out some clock. We're going to kick another field goal. They're going to run the ball a lot for whatever reason. We get the ball, fourth down, just punt the ball. Throw for a touchdown with 2 seconds left. And thank God we win against Nebraska. We win 38-24 over Nebraska. We get the win. Finally. Finally. Oh man, we finally win a quarterfinal playoff game again. It's been a while. We're advancing to the semifinals for again one of the first times in a while. Can we finally win it? We're facing Middle Tennessee State, who has apparently become a powerhouse so far 10 seasons in here. They're ranked 3rd in the nation here in the Orange Bowl. This is a tough matchup, by the way, because we're both 13-1. Granted, they are an 85 overall team. Please win. Just please. Please win. So here we go. Orange Bowl time. Duke, Middle Tennessee State. We got to get a win here. Absolutely need a win. Quarter by quarter. First drive for them ends in nothing. Us ends in nothing. But we get a quick draw or a quick stop, and we get a field goal off it too. And so far, second quarter now, nothing has happened since. Now it's 10-0, and now it's 13-0. So we're up 2 scores here in the second half. And Middle Tennessee State finally gets on the board, but we counted with our own field goal. So 16-3 going into the fourth quarter. But Middle Tennessee with a pick, and all of a sudden, it's a ball game. Now a 6-point game, their first score their first touchdown comes in the fourth quarter. 4th down and inches. We decide to punt, but we get a stop instantly. 2nd down and 12. 3rd down. Now 4th down. 4th down, we go for it, and we don't get it. Why are we going for it up 6? Because now Middle Tennessee has taken the lead for the first time in this game. It's 20-16. We have no timeouts. It's that 1st down and 10 after a 12-yard run. 35 seconds. 2nd down and inches. 10-yard gain. 8 seconds to go. And we lost. There's no shot we just lost in Middle Tennessee State.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum.
They scored 17 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to win this game. I don't know what to do. 93, 91 overall team just lost to an 85 overall team. I'm at a loss for words. Middle Tennessee State also just beat Arkansas, so I don't feel too bad. So they win it all. But I just... I'm at a loss for words. That's it for season 10. It's on to season 11. And here we are in season number 11. Hopefully this is the year, because honestly, with how good this team has been the last multiple seasons, and especially as a 93 overall with multiple 90 pluses on this team. A lot of them are seniors. Some of them are juniors and sophomores, which is amazing. We have to find a way to win once. You know, we do face Cal in this conference championship, so let's see how we do. Here, hopefully, yeah. We lost. Also, only loss came against North Carolina. We lost by 3. We actually had a pretty good season up until then. And then, I mean, we destroyed Georgia Tech. We destroyed Wake Forest, and then a couple wins. And then we just lost to Cal. So, that puts us facing UTEP. It looks like it has an automatic qualifier. And then we have to face Middle Tennessee State if we can get this win. We should be able to beat UTEP pretty handily. If we can't beat UTEP handily, there's a problem with simulation again. David Patton wins the Heisman with 50 touchdowns and 4,700 yards. DeAndre Jones, 41 catches, 500, best tight end. At 41 catches, only 500 yards. I guess he had Joey Cooks had the best center. So that's pretty neat. And we are facing UTEP. Please. For the love that is all holy. They're an 84 overall. We're 91. Let's get this win, shall we? Just please, 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 please.
Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama.
Here we go. Quarter by quarter. Of course, we don't do anything, but now we put up a touchdown. So far, they haven't done anything either. Oh, well, we stop them there, too. They had a short field. There's a two-score lead. It's 14-0 going into the second half. UTEP puts up a touchdown, though, but we counted with a field goal, so 17-7 going into the fourth quarter. Again, this is round 1. It's not even a quarter. It's not even a quarter final. UTEP goes down to get a field goal. It's now a 7-point game. I swear, if we give up a touchdown and can't do anything with the ball, oh my God, there's no shot. And we just threw a pick. Oh, we got it back. We just punted it away. Oh, we got a short field. All we need is a couple of yards. There we go. There's a big gain. Just a couple of runs. 4th down and 2. We kick a field goal. And thank God we escape with a win. I just don't... we blew a 17-point lead in this game. And yet we somehow walk away with a win. If that's how it's going to be, I'm not very excited for this college football playoff run. Not very excited. Anywho, we got a playoff game winner. Advancing next week. And now it's on to face Middle Tennessee State, who we did face earlier on this year and beat them. So this is a rematch of an early game, I believe, in week 5, and we won 31-20. That's one of their losses. Looks like we got to hire somebody. We're still a 91 overall team, and they're an 85 overall team. Oh, we need a defensive coordinator. Who are you? No. That's not bad. We'll try to take that guy. Anywho. All right. Let's try to get a win. We're 91. They're 85. Let's please beat Middle Tennessee State. Advance the semifinals for the first time in a long time. Make the Natty, and let's win the Natty. To end in 11 seasons for Duke. We're in the Orange Bowl. We're still in 90 overall. Middle Tennessee starts off doing nothing. We don't do anything, even though we had a good drive. Both teams have had very good drives that don't end in points. And we finally put up 7. We put up 7 more. We do. Middle Tennessee doesn't put up anything. We put up a we were up 21-0 at half, but again, we've blown a 17-point lead, and now it's 21-3. So it might be 21-10 here soon. It is. Good first play of the drive, but then we have to punt, and then it's just like that. It's 21-16. And we please 5-yard gain, a 3-yard gain, 4th and inches, and another punt. I don't know why we're punting on 4th down and inches. I mean, granted we're up 5, 3rd down 18, 4th down and 10. We don't get it, so now we just got a route clock. We need a first down. We don't get it. 4th down and 2. We got to punt it deep. They run the ball. 12 seconds, 2 seconds. I think this game is over. Oh my, we beat Middle Tennessee State. We almost blew another big lead, man. Can we stop blowing leads with Duke? Just please stop blowing leads. That was almost another. We only scored 1 in 1 quarter. Anywho, we're moving on the semifinals. So that's nice. I think it's the first time in a very long time that we are actually going to the semifinal game. Hopefully this is the final season here with Duke. And we got West Virginia. West Virginia. Here in the Peach Bowl. I think we got the defensive coordinator. We did. All right. They're, what are they? They're an 87, so this will be a tougher game. But then again, 285 overalls, you know, had us go down the wire both times. Hopefully we can blow out a team at once in a while. Please. Anywho, Peach Bowl time. So here we go. Quarter by quarter. First drive ends in a punt. So does there. We kick a field goal on our second drive. Our third drive is gonna be here in the second quarter, and we get a touchdown to start the second quarter. West Virginia, though, kicks a field goal. Oh my goodness, it's 24-3. 31-3? Are we finally blowing someone out? It's a 28-point lead. 31-3. Now going into the fourth quarter, and it's still 31-3. Now it's 31-10. We're still up a 3-score lead, and we finally punted away back to them. They don't get the first down, and I think that's going to do it. That is going to do it. We destroy West Virginia in the Peach Bowl, and for the first time in 11 seasons, we're going to a national championship game with Duke. Ezekiel Harvey had a night. Why can't he do this all the time? 330 yards, 4 touchdowns. Is he just... Can he not do it in any other game? See, if he does well... I mean, granted, we didn't score a single point in the second half. We're a first-half team. 100%. We are a first-half team. But that means officially, for the first time, again, in 11 seasons, we're going to a Natty. Let's do it. The first time ever making the national championship game. And it took a while, too. We are facing Michigan. Not great. And Ezekiel Harvey wins Player of the Week. Man, we had a lot of Player of the Weeks, too. So, yeah, Michigan in the Natty. I feel like Michigan, Alabama, all these like better teams are going to be a lot easier. So, yeah. Duke, Michigan, for the Natty. We're the better team on paper. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. National championship for the first time for Duke in this simulation. We end up kicking a field goal on our first drive. Defense has played well. We get 2 field goals in the first quarter. Let's see if the defense can continue. We have let up a touchdown, so Michigan has to lead, but we get a touchdown of our own. Then they kick a field goal. Now a touchdown. Now 20-17 at the half. That's a great first half. Let's continue getting points. We finally put up a score in the second half. 27-17. It's 34-17. And it looks like Michigan will go ahead and make this a 10-point game with a touchdown. Don't like getting a holding call, and that's a 3-and-out instantly. And Michigan will kick a field goal to go down by 7. Now, this game is still a game. We need one drive to end up points. We don't get it, though. Michigan driving down the field. Now it's picked. George Mendenhall gets the interception with 2 minutes to go in the game. 4th down and 1. We went for it and got it. What a... That's a Dan Campbell move right there, if I ever saw one. Why are we still running the ball? Oh, they had a penalty. Anyways, it took 11 seasons. But Duke, the basketball school, as some people know, has finally won it all. 34-27 over Michigan. Just an unbelievable, finally win. I mean, it took 11 seasons, and we had so many good seasons like the last 5 years. Just couldn't finish the job. And we finally do it. So Michigan, unfortunately, doesn't get the win, but Thomas McPherson had 14 for 25 yards and 2 tutties. McPherson, the halfback, had 2 rushing touchdowns, only like 25 yards. That's insane. Anywho, it's finally done. 11 seasons. Man. I believe this is what, 5 seasons? Or the 5th episode here. So that's 5 teams done. Yeah, 5 teams. Of course, Tulane so far holds the record with 6. But with 11, now that's number 2. It is number 2 on our list. But like I always do, we also are going to look at the stats of the season and see how everybody did. Harvey, 4,000 yards, 44 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. McPherson, 1,000 rushing yards, 9 touchdowns. Kalingo had 8 on the ground himself, the freshman red shirt. Harvey also had 2 touchdowns. Oh, yeah, he was rushing. Never mind. I thought this was something else. Paris had over 1,000 yards with 13 touchdowns. Kalingo almost had 1,000. Johns had 600, and Longoria had 600 with a couple multiple touchdown games. We don't look at blocking. We don't really care about that. Cobbs had 100 tackles. Garmin had 15 tackles for a loss. Some had 14. And we had 10 tackles for a loss from Garmin, 9 from Stoneburner. And we had 5 interceptions, led the team with Mendenhall having 5. Dahl had 6 deflections. Very, very nice. We had 3 forced fumbles by Babinu? Babinu. I think that's how you say the name. 4 recoveries by Humphreys. Any blocked kicks? No. We did not have a safety, and we did not have a defensive touchdown. So, anywho, that's going to do it for episode number 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I know, this one took a while than expected with 11 seasons. But, anywho, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It just really, really helps out the channel and lets you know when videos like this go live. As well as hit that like button. Really helps the channel. And leave a comment down below saying who's going to take the longest. Is it going to be, I believe North Texas with 16 seasons? Was it going to be like Kennesaw State with 20? It also helps with pushing the video on the algorithm because, YouTube. But hey, we're pushing for 500 subs, and if we hit 500 subs, I'll do a 24-hour stream. Because why not? 24-hour stream, randomly rebuilding different teams. Just simulation. We might play a couple games, but who knows? On YouTube. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Anywho, hope you guys have a great rest of the night. I'm out. Peace.